Greetings, folks. 'Tis I, 480 volts, and happy 2023. With the new year upon us, figure it's time to do a channel update. I got a lot to talk about because this has been quite a year. It's been a very active year, one of the most active years in my life. Some of it's been really good, and some of it's been really hard. So I'll try to take you through as much as I can remember. So the first thing to note is all of my music. Now, starting in 2022, I really pressed forward on getting some of my music out there on Spotify and whatnot, and I did that. And that is one of the reasons why my channel's been kind of inactive, is because my music has kind of become my baby. Well, not kind of. It's my baby, especially the album I put out. Forget when the album came out, but like what month it was. It was somewhere in the middle of the year. Well, and of course all that's on Spotify or iTunes. Those are the only two that it's on. For some reason, Amazon just sort of dropped me, but that's fine. Who needs them anyway, right? So, so iTunes and Spotify. You can listen to my music there. I'll try to link it in the description. So a lot of focus went into that, so that's one of the reasons why I haven't been doing a lot of reviews. That's one of the good reasons. Reason number two, I've been focusing, well, as you may be able to tell from my background, I have moved to a new locale, and that took a lot of coordinating and, a lot of time to get that all set up. So that happened in November. The official move did anyway. So that's another reason why my channel's been inactive. So, but that's a good thing. Let's see, I got sick. I believe it was October when I got sick. I don't remember exactly. But I got sick for about a week, really sick. And I don't know if it was the thing, the cold that, the sickness that shall not be named, the one that we're not supposed to talk about. I don't know if it was that or if it was just, whatever. But whatever it was, I started getting better after about a week, and then I had a sudden relapse, which has literally never happened to me before in my life. And it's funny because my mom and everybody else, just people in general, have always said to me, you got to watch out, when you get sick, make sure you don't get a little relapse. And I always thought, well, I was like, I hear you, but like I don't know if that's a thing that happens because it's never happened to me. Well, no, that's a real thing. It happened to me. I had a relapse, and the relapse didn't last too long, but it was just like really, it just prolonged me getting better, and it just made it more difficult. And to this day, I still have a very, very slight cough that I've had now for going on 3 months, and it's almost gone, but it's just, whatever I got was really rough. Like I said, I don't know if it was the thing or not. I don't exactly go out and get tested every time I get sick because that costs money. At least last time I checked, it cost money. And of course, I don't want to spend too much time on this subject, but I'm just going to go ahead and say that big bad thing that that we're not supposed to talk about, I don't let it control my life. I don't let the fear of it control my life. So that's all I'm going to say about that. But I did get sick, and so that took a lot out of me, and just a lot of stuff. And well, to be honest, this has been a pretty heavy year for me because like all of that combined. Okay, I don't talk about it much on my channel, but I think most people have probably picked up on the idea, at least, that I am a Christian. And I'm not going to spend time, preaching at you. It's something that I don't really talk about. I don't deny it, but it's like I've never really talked about it on my channel because my channel is about video games and it's about music, and I just, I don't bring that in there. But it is true. And I just, like I said, I'm not going to like preach at you or anything, but I am going to say this. Spiritual warfare is a very real thing. And look, all you atheists who are rolling your eyes right now, look, I'm just telling you what I know. Spiritual warfare is a very real thing. And I went through it hard this year. I'm not going to go into the details of all it was. I'm just trust me when I say I went through it. Or actually, to be accurate, I was going through it for the past couple years. This year, I finally decided to address it and get real with it. And so a lot of stuff has happened with me, and those are all reasons as to why my channel has been pretty inactive as of late, which, and then the last reason is the next game that I was planning to review on my lineup is not exactly a game that I enjoy. It's it's a horrible game, and I have not been looking forward to reviewing it. As of this moment, I have recorded about half of the gameplay footage, and now the gameplay footage is the hardest part, and it's the reason why I don't like the game. So yeah, I've been putting this one game off for so long because it's a horrible, horrible game, and it has taken so much out of me to do it. But we're gonna do it. You will all see it. I'm not going to say what it is. It is one of my favorite video game franchises, but this particular entry in the series is, oh my goodness, it is one of the worst. So, but we'll get it out there. I'm going to aim to get the review out pretty early in the year. So, maybe a few days after this video. I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, I've already got the half of the gameplay footage recorded. And then, script and recording everything will not be that difficult. Now let's talk about that's where I've been. Let's talk about where I intend to go. So the music is not going to stop. As a matter of fact, this Tuesday I will have a new release coming out, so look forward to that. A new track. But something exciting is now that I've moved and I'm much closer. Okay, so I've moved. I'm much closer to civilization than I was before. Before I was living out in the boonies, which meant my internet was horrible. So streaming is a thing now that is possible for me. So I'm thinking long and hard about getting back into streaming. I've also been thinking about getting back into Let's Plays. I took a huge break from Let's Plays because that was a lot. But I'm thinking of getting back into that. But I'm thinking of just like live streaming it, and doing that. But I've done a little bit of streaming, and it's gotten very little traction. And I realized that my Twitch account, I literally have one follower on Twitch. That's awesome, but I will try to do some streaming on both YouTube and Twitch simultaneously, at least until I can get a pretty good following built up on Twitch. Then I may just dedicate it all over to there, I'll be doing probably Let's Plays or just messing around with other games if I feel like it, and I'll probably be doing a lot of other stuff like variety. I plan to do some music stuff. I hope you guys can see my cool setup I got going on here. I got like 3 keyboards. I got like one here and then 2 over here. So I got some I can do a lot of live music. Hopefully live music streaming. I did a stream on Christmas Eve, and there was some attempt at singing going on that that was a thing that I did. That was interesting. It turned out a lot worse than I thought it would. I went back and listened to it, and it was like nails on a chalkboard. But some people told me that they really liked it. But I think I need to work on the audio of my microphone before I ever try that again, because it was horrible. But at least I can just play music anyway, at least for you. So we might be doing a lot of streaming. So my plan is to get to a point where I'll just start streaming games very consistently. I'll try to have some sort of schedule on it, and then just crank the reviews out whenever I can get the reviews done, because it takes it's hard to be consistent with reviews because it takes a long time to get the reviews out, especially when I'm doing games like the one that I'm about to put out, or just RPGs. They take a lot of time as well. But yeah, so that's where we're at. Only way I know to move is forward, and I hope I hope this next year, or this coming year, I hope it's less eventful than last year. Last year was a bit much. Like I said, some of it was really good. But hopefully this year will be a little bit easier, and hopefully I can be a bit more active on this channel than I was. I failed miserably at being active on this channel last year, so. But yeah, so gonna do some streaming, get the reviews out whenever I can, and the music is not going to stop. I'm gonna keep that going. So I guess that's all I got. I'm excited for the year, and well, I'll see you all next time. Pieces.